Yes, he filed complaints against 14 women.
14 women. He did this 14 times.
And the Justice Center represented 2 women back in 2018. And in both cases, as soon as Yaniv found out that the women had legal counsel, he withdrew the complaint. The Human Rights Tribunal actually took a dim view of his pattern of withdrawing the complaints. So there were 3 hearings that took place in July of 2019. And our staff lawyer, Jay Cameron, was in Vancouver, and on 3 separate hearings for 3 separate women, he represented the women. And we're now waiting for a Human Rights Tribunal ruling on these 3 cases. And as you said, it is a very intimate service. We actually had somebody on Thursday, July 4th, on the first of the 3 hearings. We had an expert witness testify, and this lady runs a salon for men in Vancouver who want to have this Brazilian bikini wax. It's called a manzillion or a brozillion, I'm told. And this woman testified before the Human Rights Tribunal that this is a very different procedure. It requires different wax. It requires specialized training. So not only were these 14 women not willing to wax male genitalia, but they're also not qualified, not trained, and not competent to do so. And that's evidence that's now before the tribunal.
Well, that raises the obvious point. If there is an esthetician in Vancouver who will do this, who is trained to do this, who makes money off this and has staff who are ready to go, why would this man go to 14 women who don't do it, who don't want to do it, for either moral or technical reasons? Why would he go to 14 women who don't want to touch his junk instead of the one who says, hey, yeah, come here, I'll take your $50?
Well, one of the arguments that Yaniv raised, and I don't, obviously I don't speak for Yaniv, but the argument is that under BC law, because the BC Human Rights Code prohibits discrimination on the basis of gender expression and gender identity, Yaniv's argument is that under the law, Yaniv is a woman by identifying as such. Therefore, Yaniv ought to be able to go to a women-only place. In fact, Yaniv has stated that Yaniv attends a female-only gym, and I guess the gym allows that. I'm not aware of that being a court case or anything. But that seems to be the argument, is through the Human Rights Code, recognizing gender identity and gender expression, if you're a woman according to the BC Human Rights Code, then you ought to be treated as such. And so Yaniv is advancing this argument that Yaniv has a human right to have male genitalia waxed by female estheticians who want to provide services to women only.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest, and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.